Hello, friends. Old Swab here, and we're going to do a little more truck driving. Yes, sirree, on American Truck Simulator. And first, I got to get a job. Yeah, I do. I don't own my truck, so I'm working for other companies. So in their jobs, I have to go to Quick Job. And I'm going to take my picture off here so you can see what we have. Now, massive tech part. We done that. Got stuck in the gate getting out. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to try not to do an articulated load here. Now, here's a yard truck, 29,000 pounds, from Newport, Oregon, and the Bozeman, or Bozeman. I don't know how it would be pronounced. Bozeman, Montana. It's fragile. It's a normal delivery, standard delivery, and it's high value. And it's 896 miles, so it's a long haul. I may have to break this into 2 episodes, and if I do, well, I do. And you can see it's a pretty long route. We have to go all the way halfway, 3/4 of the way across Oregon, the eastern part of Washington, and then across a good part of Montana. So I'm thinking I'm going to take this job, and hopefully the streams are working all right, and you're getting the sound, and you'll get the truck sound. And I'm going to click on that, and then down here at the bottom, I'm going to take the job. And it's going to put me in the truck, which is a Volvo. I didn't even look to see how many speeds or nothing that was. But we'll look outside at it. There it is. There's our truck. A nice looking Volvo truck. We've got only a half a tank of gas, so we'll definitely have to go get some gas. And we're at Star Bridge. That's what the sign says. All right. You can see down the bottom right my GPS. Let me go back into the interior. I may have to make an adjustment in there. No, it's going to be all right. You can see inside the truck here. It's a day cab. Well, we could live with a day cab. All right. Let's take this truck out of the yards here. I want to see how many speeds I got. We know we got 6. Uh-oh. This is a 12-speed transmission. All right, we could work with that, but I needed to know that. All right, let's get this thing out of the yards here.
Pedal to the metal, man.
We'll have to get some gas. Somewhere, or diesel fuel, I should say. It's been a few days since I streamed, and I thought I was going to be missing several days here going down to my camper, but I just remembered something today. I can't go to my camper. I got a wedding to go to. Yeah, got a niece that's fixing to get married, so I told her I'd be there with bells on, and I might just wear bells and never can tell.
Get ready to turn right.
But she's a sweet girl, and I'm
turn
hoping she has a really, really long and happy marriage.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, to me, every marriage is long.
Turn right.
Not necessarily happy. Oh boy, I'm digging myself a hole here. Well, I guess that's what I do most of my time. I get myself in trouble, flapping my gums when I should be quiet. There I am. I'm back. I'm back in the picture. Lord, y'all are gonna have to suffer, ain't you? Well, like I said, we may break this into 2 parts because
Get ready to
it's a
turn
lot
left.
of miles and it'll take more than an hour game time. So
Turn
I don't want
left.
y'all to have to get bored. I don't want you getting bored. I certainly don't want that. Let's get back in the truck here. I'm a little bit of a hill here in this 12 speed. Got a sharp turn to the right here. I don't know, I may have to downshift here. I believe we will. Well, I know we will since I got a stop sign right here. Let's make sure there's no traffic coming. I don't see any. That meant the police. Yeah, I better swing this curve okay. Alright. Get back into the truck here. This Volvo climbing this hill kind of get in third and see if we can't pick up some RPMs on this. There we go. Come on. Let's go, Volvo. It's not that heavy of a load, 29,000 pounds. I didn't look to see how many horsepower this truck was or nothing like that. Evidently, it's not a real big engine. It's a chugging along. Yeah, it is. We'll just keep it in fourth. Can't get in a hurry when you drive a truck, I reckon. I guess the real truck drivers will tell you that. Other companies would like them to hurry. I'm sure they would. Let's see if we could get this thing going a little fast. And we're only getting up to 11 miles an hour there. On fourth. Let's see. Yeah. There, see, I let that clutch out too fast and didn't have it in gear and thought I did. And that sure enough slowed me down. Yeah, we'll get it there. 1 mile at a time. Yes, sir. Hope y'all been doing all right. I hadn't streamed in a couple of days, being pretty busy. Had to do some real traveling yesterday. I had to go to a military facility to get a new retired military ID. Got that taken care of, and yeah, it was a long trip for me. I don't usually make trips that long, but got her done, and it was quick and easy, and real nice lady there, the retired Army woman who was doing the ID cards and did a really fine job, and actually got me through there even before my appointment time. So I was real pleased about it. And the traffic wasn't too heavy. It wasn't too bad. So I ain't gonna complain. I got it done, and probably last my lifetime. Won't have to get another one, I don't reckon. You hear that clicking, that's my gear shifter, the buttons on my gear shifter, my range and selector switch. And that voice you hear, oh, I got the blind side warning there. See that orange light on the left side of my windshield? That's the blind spot warning. Not all trucks have it. This here Volvo does, though. And I tell you, I like that. When I bought my
keep right
vehicle,
and then turn right.
I that was one thing I was looking for. I wanted that blind spot warning. And
Turn right.
when you get a certain age, it's kind of hard to twist around in the seat of a car to see what's beside you. And well, that blind spot warning, I count on it, but you still have to check your mirrors. You really do. Same thing with backing up. You know, it's got that backup camera, which is really handy. But, I've been driving so long, Lord mercy. When did I get my driver's license? 63. Yep, I got my driver's license back in 1963. And you know I have the same driver's license number? I most surely do. Now, it's expired a couple times when I was overseas, but don't have to take a test and get a new license when you're in the military, not in the state I live in. They just, you go apply and pay your fee and get your license renewed. So that was nice. Never did have a CDL though. No, I never had one of them. Never had any need to get one. And that's interesting about CDLs here in this country. It really is. Because you need a CDL to drive a commercial vehicle like this tractor trailer. I guess even in box trucks you need a CDL, I'd guess. I'm not sure, but I'd say you would. But you don't need one to drive a big old pickup truck and pulling a camper that's 37, 38 foot long, and that pulling the car behind it. So, you got 40, 45 foot maybe of stuff that you're pulling, and maybe more, and you don't need a CDL. That's not required for that. And it's just another thing, as far as I'm concerned, that the government does to get some extra money out of people. And now I can see where you want people qualified to drive great big rigs like this. I could see where you want that. But I would think that them pulling them campers with a truck and with a car behind that would require a CDL too, because it's going to take a lot to stop at. That's a lot of weight pushing a little pickup truck. But anyhow, I'm not going to get up on the stump and start preaching about my opinion on that. We all got opinions, don't we? Yes, sir. It's been pretty here. It really has. A lot of folks in my state there have had some flooding issues. And I really hate that for them. It's very devastating. And just like in folks out west with the fires, it just turns your life upside down. Now, if the water ever gets up here in my house, well, you better have an ark ready, because I live up on the mountain. And yeah, if water gets up here, well, the world's in serious problem. I ain't gonna say it won't happen. We had a great flood once before. The whole earth was covered. Well, I believe it. You may not, but I do. And we all have our beliefs.
Go straight.
That. I'll give a little shout out to my friend up in, she's in Indiana right now. She's my fishing buddy. She'll be gone for a spell. I miss fishing with her in the evening on the virtual reality on the MetaQuest 3. Hope her and her family's doing good, and that she's enjoying her visit back home, even though it's under some I don't know, I wouldn't say dire circumstances, but circumstances that you prefer not to have. But it happens, life happens, it keeps going on. And good things and bad things, that's the way she works. So I play in my friend game
then turn left.
Howdy to you and your family.
Turn left.
To your daughter, and especially to your mother, who will be 99 years old here next month, or in October. Yep. And I have a birthday in October. Yeah, I do. Not gonna be no 99 though. I don't know what I'll make it that far. I didn't expect to make it this far. But I'll be 79, so Gamebox's mother's 20 years older than me. And that's a lot, 20 years old. I was in the Navy then already. I'd been in the Navy when I was 17. So you get a lot of experiences by the time you're 20 and hoping to learn something from them. Usually we don't learn too much. We still think we know it all. And we spend the rest of our life, hopefully we get some life to spend to learn that we don't know it all. No, sir. But I want to say hi to Gamebox. And I want to say howdy to my brother-in-law, his wife, my sister-in-law, up there in Chicago land. I know he watches the streams, and I appreciate that. And I hope he can get his sons to watch it and other family members. Just check in and give me a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe. Yes, sir, I'd appreciate that. I really would. Tell your friend. My brother-in-law got a lot of friends. Yes, sir. Tell your friends. And if you got some enemies, tell them too. That'll fix them. Yeah, that'll fix them. Let's see, speed limit's 55 here. We could do 55. We got some bright lights that don't show on my dash that I can see. But I know they're on right because I've seen them come up there. And on the game time, it's 21:41 or 9:41 p.m. And there's my dim lights. Yeah, I know I should drive with some dim lights on when I'm in traffic. Yeah. Now I do in real life. I never did appreciate being blinded by bright lights. And well, if I was a real truck driver doing a real simulator type thing, I'd have them on dim. I'd be doing other few things in this game. I'd have my fines turned on. I'd have the rest mode turned on and sleep mode. Yep, but I don't have those turned on. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream tonight in real VR fishing. I do need to do a stream on Gran Turismo. I really need to get one in on that. I hadn't done one in a few days. Well,
keep
as
right,
you know me,
and then turn
I
right.
like to stream. I enjoy visiting with y'all. I know it's a
Turn
one-way
right.
conversation, but I have had those pretty often, those one-way conversations. Yeah, I surely do. Yeah. I had a shrink one time asked me if I had heard voices and stuff. And I said no. But then I realized I didn't have a shrink. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, no. On my Gran Turismo, there was an odd thing. I got, I forget what the hell they worded that. There was a
Keep
partial
right.
ban in certain territories on my live stream on Gran Turismo. Now, I have no idea.
Rerouting.
I missed a turn there, so yeah, jabbering. But anyhow, there was a partial ban in certain territories, and it sure had me. I said, what in the world did I do that was offensive to someplace? Well, I looked, and it did list the territories that had banned that particular stream on Gran Turismo, and it was Belarus and Russia. Now, I don't know what I did or said that would have caused that. There was no indication of what it was that their government didn't like, or whoever it was that bans it there. But that's the first time I ever happened.
Keep left.
So I don't know what that was about. I have no idea. Be nice when they give specifics, but they don't do that. So I'm not going to worry too much. Those folks in Belarus and Russia, well, they'll just have to suffer and not have my stream. I certainly hate that for them. Yeah. Now, there was restrictions on, like, putting music on here and stuff, copyrights, infringements and stuff like that. And that's why I don't play any music. I don't know how to get music
Keep left.
on. I guess there's a way, because I hear them all the time. But, I'm not going to get involved in that kind of stuff. I was aiming, there was on my virtual reality, MetaQuest 3, there's a program on there that I use. I hadn't used it in a spell, but I started again this evening. It's an exercise program. Now, it's not exercise like push-ups and set-ups and stuff like that. It's more of an aerobic thing to get your heart rate up. And I do that. It's on what they call the browser on the MetaQuest. And it's free. You don't pay anything for it. And it's called moonrider.xyz. And it's for users that use virtual reality and stuff. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Beat Saber, which is an exercise program. And my understanding from watching YouTube and stuff that this moonrider.xyz was the predecessor to Beat Saber, sort of the trial run for it. And then it's
Keep left.
similar to me, very similar. But there's a lot of good music to exercise to. A lot of them are old songs. I'm talking back Harry Belafonte, and well, there's a few Beatles and Twisted Sister and stuff like that. But the good beat, music to exercise to, and I do. It gets me a going, and I work up a sweat, and it gets me off of my backside and up and moving about. So it's a good thing for me. And you older folks, it'd be a good thing for you. You can do it. You don't have to do it no harder than what you want. The one thing that gets me about that. They don't have any country songs. Not a one
Keep
that
right,
I've found.
and then exit right.
There, the exit right. I don't want to miss this exit. I already missed one.
Exit right.
But I didn't find any country songs on there to exercise.
Get ready to turn right.
And there's some country songs that do have a good beat to exercise to, but not on there. But
Turn
then
right.
have to consider most of the people on that thing, on that virtual reality, are young folks. And I know when I was young, I listened to some country music, but I prefer rock and roll, by a long shot. Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard. Yeah, that's the kind of music I really enjoyed. I like that rock and roll, but yeah, Dwayne Eddy. Oh, mercy, I could listen to Dwayne Eddy. Well, I miss my gears again. I better pay attention here. I'll never get this loaded. Anyhow, I listened to a lot of rock and roll, though I did like country music. I was always a fan of bluegrass, and boy, I tell you, now there's some bluegrass songs you put on that exercise program that sure get you moving. There's some mighty good bluegrass and good beats, but again, we're talking about young folks who are more into whatever music they're listening to nowadays. I don't much keep track of the music anymore. I used to think there was nothing like it. But nope, not now. I don't pay much attention to it. I don't know who the big artists are and none of that stuff. Let's see, I need to find me a gas station. I'm on a back road. I better keep my eyes open for a place to get some diesel fuel. Now there's a way I could look on my GPS and see further down the road where fuel is. We got about a quarter of a tank. And I start getting concerned when it gets down that level. Let's see if I can see down the road a little bit. Yeah, I see one we're making a left. Yeah, I see one up there. A little ways yet. We should have enough diesel to get to it. Now I have run out of fuel on this, and it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. You could get a tow or call for gas. It delays you sometimes an hour or two, just like it would in real life. Somebody had to bring fuel out to you, and they only give you a couple of gallons, so you may run out again if you're in some long stretch of lonely road. But I've had to do that. Same thing if you wreck, if you turn your truck over or something on the side, you got to call for assistance, and it really delays you a spell, and it costs you. Yeah, it ain't free. Just like when you get diesel fuel, it's not free when they bring it out to you. No, sir. So it's something you don't want to do if you can keep an eye on it and prevent it. So I'm hoping we can prevent it. And I think when I get up here to where I do get fuel, I'll probably break this ride off. Like I said, it was 500 some miles or 800 some miles, I forget what it was. We got 679 miles to go, which is still a oh, I'd say over an hour's worth of driving. So, yeah, we'll make this a second episode. So if you want to continue watching this trip, you'll have to tune in the next stream, which will be part 13, episode 2. Because even though this doesn't say episode 1, I hope it's understood when I put on episode 2 that the first one was episode 1. So there we go. And I hope you enjoy it. And give me a like, a subscribe, tell your friends. Yes, sir. I also want to say howdy to my son, who sometimes watches my streams, and a couple of his buddies at work who subscribe to me, and to my barber. Yes, sir, my local barber. Last time I went down there, he subscribed right on the spot. And I will mention his name. It's Cole's Barber Shop. Yes, sir. And he is a nice young man, and that was super nice of him to subscribe to my channel. And I wish him the best luck in that business endeavor of running that barber shop. Really nice young man. And it's the only barber we have around here. I mean, there's beauty saloons all over the place, quite a few of them. But I've never went to one of those places to have my hair cut. I'm just old school, I reckon. Go to a barber. He does a fine job. Yes, he does. Very reasonable. Don't have to make appointments and none of that stuff. You just go in there and there's somebody in the seat. You should sit down there. And, if you didn't bring you something to read, you can mess with the phone, or you can sit and stare at your shoes and get up a conversation with one of the other patrons that's in there. And sometimes, of course, you get in there and seat's empty and you gotta take your seat. Yes, sir. And my barber, Cole, he's pretty quick. You get in that seat and don't even get to warm it up.
Then turn right.
You're out of it. Yes, sir. He's quick about it and does a really good job. There's some gas stations, but they don't have diesels. Now we're going to make a left up here, and from what I've seen, it's after we make that left, we'll go a ways and we'll come up on a gas station. Be able to get some diesel fuel. At least that's my hopes. And up here on the right, I think I mentioned before, you'll see a question mark there, a white question mark. And that's either a truck dealer or a recruitment agency. And those are good things to discover, they call it, because you'll need them both when you start your own business. Because you want to be able to know where the truck dealers are so you can buy more trucks. And you want to know the recruitment agencies are so that you can recruit drivers. And the more recruitment agencies you discover, the bigger choice you have of drivers. And it does make a difference. Yeah, it does. I guess a lot of these companies that I'm driving for wish they had a bigger choice of drivers. Yeah, they probably do. But they're stuck with what they got, and that's me. 615 miles to go. Yeah, 2:50 in the morning, game time. Yeah, we'll be making a left up here. Keep it left. I don't know what it's going to tell me. It looks like a loop-de-loop up there. Yeah, it is. We'll go here just a little bit. We'll have to make a loop to the right. Yeah, that's what it is.
Keep right.
Keep right, he says. Yes, we could do that. Well, I hope the stream's coming across okay, and that you're getting some of the game sound. And, of course, my yakety-yakking. You may wish I'd mute that. Oh, I need to take my face off there. Y'all been looking at me far too long. You're probably getting quite a headache looking at that. Oh, mercy. There we go. I know you found that to be a relief. Yeah. Find that place where we could fuel up here. But we sure are getting low. Yes, sir. I know I've seen it. I'll check again. Makes me nervous. Yes, but see a question. Uh-oh, we're going to be making a right. Where's my gas station? This don't look too good here. Swore I seen a gas station up here. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I do. It's up here on Route 90, which we got to get on. But it's going to be close. It's going to be tight. I think we can make it. We got another loop to go. And it's a ways down the road. And then we got a ways to go from that to that. It's pump down there. It's hot. I'm in serious trouble. Well, it looks like I may be in some problems with some gas. I may have to go up here to this 1,000-mile way. I believe that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go up here instead of taking a right. I'm going to have to go to the left. I can see a petrol station up there if I can get to it. Yeah, I'm going to have to detour.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go left.
Exit right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll find a new route.
Yeah, you find a new route, and I'm going to try to find this gas station. Now, you see on the GPS, that solid red line, that means that's the way I'm going down, and I'm going to have to come right back up that road on that solid red line. So I'll have to backtrack, but that's just the way she goes. You have to do what you got to do. I just don't want to miss that service station. Notice? Up there it is. You can see it over on the right where I have to take the exit ramp to the right. You'll see a red wrench over there. That's for repairs, but you'll see that
Keep right,
green
then exit right.
gas pump indicator. That means diesel fuel. And we need some diesel
Exit
fuel.
right.
So we're not too far out of our way. It didn't hurt us too bad.
Get
But
ready
you
to
can
turn
see
left.
what could happen. And we're down to pretty low on the tank. And once I get there,
Turn left.
I'm going to break this game off, this screen, so, and I'll make another episode. Like I said, we're running out of fuel, the sign says. Yeah, I know I am. Yes, sir, that's why we're here where we are. I gotta get some fuel.
Keep left, then turn left.
Keep left and turn left. Yes, we're gonna do
Turn
exactly
left.
that. And get some fuel. Oh boy, we got the green light, we could go. There's the fuel station up here on the right. Now these fuel stations I get confused on sometimes where to go in and where to go out. But I can see where I gotta go, so I'm going in right here. See that green fuel can? Yes, sir. Oh, there we go. We'll get some fuel. You gotta cut off your engine, or it won't give you no fuel. And hit the enter key, and she's pumping the fuel, but putting the diesel to a 667. Whew, buddy, that's pricey, ain't it? We got a full tank, and there I'm going to let it be, and I'll say catch you on episode 2 of this trip, maybe tomorrow. Y'all take care. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next time around on the second leg of this long trip.